Hello, Dr. Clif, your movement recovery specialist, and welcome back to another episode of Cubicle Fitness, where we take 5 or 10 minutes out of your busy day to take care of yourself. Today, we're going to look at loosening up those tight hips and a little bit your lower back that is a problem for a lot of us, especially if you sit the majority of the day in front of a computer or in the car traveling. Now, because we're doing hips, I normally demonstrate everything here at my desk, just like I assume most of you watch these videos, but we're going to make a quick transition to the gym in a different chair so that you can see what I'm doing a little bit easier. Okay, so we are in the gym. I have a nice comfortable office chair. You're going to scoot back a little bit from the desk because we're going to need some room to move our legs around since we are stretching our hip. I'm going to slide to the edge of the chair here. And the first exercise, I'm getting ahead of myself. All of these we're going to do twice before we switch. We're going to do them on one leg and then the other. And we're going to hold the stretch for about 10 seconds. So the first exercise, bring your knee up toward your chest. So just put your hands behind your leg here. Just pull up a little bit, hold it. Remember to breathe 10 seconds. 4, 5. And then relax for a second. Then bring the knee back up. Hold it 5 seconds. I don't know why I have 5 on the brain today. 10 seconds. And back down. Then we switch to the other leg. Bring it up towards the chest or shoulder. Hold it for 10 seconds. And then relax. Lift it up. Hold it for 10. Should feel it stretch a little, shouldn't be painful. And relax. Now the next exercise, we're going to do a forward bend like I do in yoga, except because we're sitting in the chair. I'm going to sit here, bring one leg out straight. I think you can see that. Let's turn this way too, just to see. This leg's straight, this leg's bent. Then we're just going to lean, keeping our body nice and tall and long still. Lean toward your knee here. Trying to bring your chest and shoulder down toward your leg. Holding it for 10. And come back up. Lean forward. Remember, we're not just kind of collapsing like this. Keep the body nice and long, and you'll feel it stretch a lot more in the hamstring in the back of your leg here. Then come back up. Alright, we're going to bend this knee, straighten out the other leg. We're going to do the same thing on this side. So nice and tall and long, leaning forward. And come back up. I'll turn this way. You may lose part of my leg. Not sure how far the camera goes this way. Leaning forward. And come back up. Well, I can feel that one stretch a little in my back. Now, the next one is probably a little more complicated to set up for most people. But I call it the sitting 90-90 stretch because our hip's going to be at about 90 degrees. And then we're going to bring our leg out to the side as close as you can get to 90 degrees between one leg and the other. If you're tight in the groin, which a lot of people are, it might not go to 90 degrees. It might be more in here like at 45 or 60 or something. but you want to try to bring that leg out so you're as close to 90 as you can get. Then you're going to take your hand of that leg that you brought out to the side, put it on the inside of your knee here, and just give a little bit of pressure because it's going to want to collapse in, and we don't want that to happen. So a little bit of pressure here, and then lean toward the leg that's out front still, the same as we did in the last exercise. Hold it for 10, 2, and come back up. Good. Remember to breathe. Leaning forward, holding it. And come back up. Now we do the same thing on the other side. One leg out straight, not out straight, but you know what I mean, straight, but bent at 90 degrees. The other leg you bring out and over. Now a lot of times you may notice that one side you can bring the leg out easier, or it's a lot harder than the first side we did. So if that's you, don't worry, that's normal. Remember, the hand on the leg that we brought out to the side goes on the inside of the knee to block it and keep it from moving anywhere. And then lean forward toward this knee that's still out front. Then back up. One more like that. Leaning forward. Then come back up. Good. Now, that's really the warm-up for the next stretch, because we're going to go back over here to where we just were with this leg bent out, or not bent, sorry, this leg brought out to 90, and then instead of having it bent, we're going to straighten it. Now, if you have a lot of tightness in your medial inside hamstring here, or in the groin, or in a lot of people both, it might not want to really even go straight. So wherever it goes to, if it's bent a little bit like this and you're like, I feel that stretch a lot, that's where you're at. But try to straighten this leg out. Leg on, or hand on the inside of the leg still. And then we're gonna fold our body forward toward this front leg, holding for 10 seconds again. And come up for a second or two. Make sure you're still breathing. Then bend forward. Remember to keep your body nice and long. You should probably feel this in your back. Not painful, just stretching. Maybe on the inside of your leg. There's a lot of different places just depending on where your body's tight, but you should feel it stretching a little bit, but not hurting. And come back up. I can feel that both back here in my lower back just a little, and also along the inside of my leg here. Now let's switch sides. So that's gonna be out front now, bent at 90 and 90. This leg is gonna come out to the side. You can see this leg doesn't come out quite as far for me. And then you're gonna straighten that leg out. Whoo! And I feel that a lot right here before we even start. So I probably won't be folding forward as far on this side. We'll see. Go ahead and breathe. Lean forward. Oh, leg on the inside of the knee, sorry. Holding 10 seconds. And relax. One more like that. Bending forward. Holding. And relax. Okay, legs back together. That stretched all our inner hip groin area. Now we're going to stretch that outside area and a little bit of the booty back here too. If you're tight, your knee's going to be up in the air somewhere like this. If you're fairly loose, it'll be sitting almost parallel to the ground. I'm kind of in between. Hold it at the ankle and gently push down with the knee, just like the last exercise. Hold it 10 seconds. Then relax. Push down again. Hold it for 10. And relax. Switching legs. Bring this leg up. Now I know this is that left side that's tight on me. So as you can see, this sits a little bit higher. But ankle up by the knee, hand on top of the knee. On the other side, nice and tall, push down gently to where you feel it stretch but not painful. And relax. Push down gently. As you'll see, mine's like cement today for some reason on this side. I probably need to do these a little more often. And yours may be the same way. It might not feel like it moves at all, but if you feel it stretching, then you probably should be doing them. And relax. If you feel it hurting, don't do it. Maybe it needs checked out. Or maybe it's just angry that day for some reason, and try it a few days later and see how it is. I hope these exercises were helpful. Remember, I have a couple other videos in this series so far, and we're doing more. So if there's something that you're interested in doing more about, leave a comment below. I can add it to the list. If you're new here, I'd appreciate if you consider subscribing. It's that red button that's down here in the corner somewhere. And until next Monday, remember, life is a strength sport, so get stronger and get living.